everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this session, we are going to talk about another tool called VBA macro, which is in the Excel. Uh, Now, the concept we are going to talk about today is the date manipulation. We have already covered that topic for one of our tool called Power Automate, how to basically extract the current date, perform date manipulation, so on and so forth. If you haven't watched it, you can go and watch over there. In that platform, it's a no code platform. Anyone can do it. Even beginner can get mastered into the solution. Now we are going to talk about how we're going to achieve the same concept in VBA. Now, this particular skill set is must if one needs to know how the date manipulations or string manipulations are done in Excel automation, and also it's basically the basic requirement of anyone who is going to looking for getting certified in VBA, because when you deal with Excel automation, you 99% deal with the dates and the data in a format of string. So you must know all these things to get mastered or to get certified in this particular platform. Again, this is not a no code platform. It is requires a little bit of coding language in this particular platform. Now, getting into the concept, you have to open Excel file and start performing the development of the or start coding the your requirement. Now, before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Your support means a lot to me. And while you are at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to it. This helps basically this content to go or to reach more people and help them as well. So, all right, I think we can get started. Now, as I said before, we need to open the Excel file. So I have the Excel file already open at my laptop. Now, when you open the Excel file, you probably land into home tab in the here. You just have to navigate to developer mode. Now, some people don't see this option at all. So to get this option, right click here, customize ribbon. Now, in this particular part of the screen, you would see the developer option. You just have to select and add. Once you do that, you would be able to get it and click on OK. Once you do that, the first option that you see, Visual Basics, click on it. Now you are in the VBA, wherein you can write your code. Now, the first part, you may see that I have already written a sub current date time, and open bracket and close bracket. This is just a function that this is just a module that I have started writing, wherein I will be writing my entire, I'll be writing the code that I'll be working on. Now, before we jump into it, you need to understand there are two things that is available in VBA. One is subroutine or function sub, which doesn't return any value back to the if you call this sub in any other module, you won't get the value back from the sub. If you call function, it will return the value as per the requirement goal. Now I have written sub, and this is my sub routine name, module name, which is current date time. Okay. Now, as soon as you click on enter, automatically the end sub gets populated, so you don't have to write it. Now, whatever the task that you need to do, you need to mention that inside this sub, end sub. Okay. Now, first part, what we are going to do is that get the current date and time of the system. Now, to achieve that, we have to use the date, and there is one more function called now, NOW. Now, let me write it down. So, MSG box is message box. Okay. Now, let me, today's date, Okay. Now in here, we to separate between two keywords, we need to mention ampersand. Okay. This is my date. Now let's run and see. Today date is, this is my today's date. That is correct. Now this prints me the date. Now I need time as well. So let's do today, uh, current time instead of today, current time. Ampersand. Now when I do this and run, today's date is the current time is date plus time. Okay. So what we have understood from here, the date factor only provides me the current date, but now factor will provide both current as well as date. Okay. Again, let me show you running it again. It also provides AM or PM as well. Okay. Now this is the first part of the coding, or how to get the current date or time from the VBA. Now let's do one more thing. Let's um, add furthermore. Now I want to add date to the current date. So to do that, add one day to current date. That means now what should happen is, uh, today is 12th of May. That means 13th of May I should get when this results the value. To do that, we have date add function. Okay. Now it says interval number as double and then date. So interval as string. Okay. It says interval as string. So basically, am I going to add day? If day means, if it is a day, then D. If it is a month, it is M, and same goes on. Okay. Now number as double. So now I need to add one. So now it's 1.0 also it can take, one also it can take. Now date. For that, I'll just mention date. Okay. Now I'm done. So let's test this out. Ignore this, ignore this. Add one day to the current date. That's what I wanted, right? 13th of May. So I got the got to know how to add additional days to current date. Now I want to format this date. Now how do I format this? Say for example, let's do this. Instead of now date, let me do now. Let's see what will it return. So it has written 13th May 2025, 11:24:02 a.m. Now, what I want is that I don't want all these dates and everything. So, sorry, all these times and everything. Okay. Um, so format the date in DDMM. That's all I need. I don't even need the year, etc. So to do that, what I need to do is format of now, comma, what I need is DDMMM. That's all right. So I just mentioned the same thing. Okay. Now let's run this and see what we'll get. Ignore, ignore, this also ignore, formatted date. Yeah, that's what I needed and I got the same thing. Okay. Now let's do one thing that we calculated we added one day, right? Now let's do that. Let's do one more thing. Instead of adding one day, let's add 2 days. Okay. Now calculate the differences between this and then current date. So to do that, let me do one thing. Let me assign a variable. So variable date value 1 is my first variable as uh, date and then dim date value to as date. So dim is nothing but dim is nothing but it's a declaration of a variable. Okay. Now we have declared the variable. Now we are going to assign value to the variable. To do that, this is, oops, yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Date 1 is nothing but the current date. Date 2 is nothing but the one we just added over here. That is my date 2. Now I need to find the differences of two dates. So to find the differences of two dates, again, let's do one thing. Date difference as long, because we are going to get it in a number value. How many differences? Okay. Now day difference so difference is equal to, now date def. This is a function that is available. For this, we need to provide start and end date of it. So the start date would be my this date 2, oops, date 2, and then date 1. And before that, I need the indicator as D, right? And that should be it. And then MSG box, date def. Let's do one thing. It may, since both of these are same, let's, instead of day differ, let me make it as day differ. It sounds like I'm calling a function again, right? So let's not do that. Let's give a different name. So that's what it is. Now let's do one thing. Let's run this. But before that, let me do one thing. I'll just comment this off. To comment this, single quote is needed. Before the statement, you need to mention single quote. So I have commented out everything. Let's run this out. This says -2. So the reason is start date is, I need to give it a start date, right? I did the other way around. Let's do one thing now. See, the +2. So this is start date, this is end date. Now, so here the problem, you see, let me just comment this out. Now, if I enable this out, let me enable this out and test it. It says date and time. Now I only want time. I don't want date at all. Now how do I do that? To do, it's very simple. To get the only day, only time, to get only time, it's very simple. What you need to do is, oops, sorry, yeah. Instead of uh, now, just use time. Yeah, see, only time. So that's how you deal with date manipulation in VBA. So what when all we have learned? So first and foremost, to get the date, you need to use function called date. To get only time, only date. To get only date, date. To get only time, time. To get system date and time, you have to use now. Now, if you want to add date, you can use add date. Again, let me add one more example of, if you want to subtract date, that, so you just have to do -1 here, or -1 or -2. -2 I can use. And then if you want to format the date, you need to use format function. And if you have to calculate the differences between two dates, use date add function. So let's just test it out. This is only date with the uh, as a function as date. This is only time with function time. This is function with now, which gives you date plus time. This adding 1 day. I think I need to update the message box. It was mentioned 2 right over there. So again, so you need to use date add. If you want to subtract it, you need to use minus, and formatting the date, format function, and that's it. So here is this. Let's fix this also. 2d minus 2, right? Let's run it again. Okay, time now, now, and then this is adding date, format, different. You got this? So that's how the date manipulations are done in the VBA math. That's it for today. I hope this is helpful for you. For more content like this, please do subscribe, share, and like. Stay safe. Bye.